guys, what is going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. And today I want to talk to you guys about something which I see floating around the internet. It's not my typical video. I don't usually get involved in YouTube drama, but this time I actually got a little, pissed off by what I saw. So, okay, I was on the internet looking around, just like you do on Twitter, stuff like that, and I see one of the Paul brothers is getting a ton of hate. And that's not very uncommon with the Paul brothers. There's always something that they're being hated for. And personally, I don't watch either of them, Jake or Logan, so I wasn't sure what was going on, but I thought, I'll check it out. I want to see what, all the fuss is about. So I'll look into it, and I wasn't prepared to, jump on the bandwagon of hating one of the Paul brothers, because, everybody seems to hate them for something. I personally don't care about them. But I'm not gonna hate somebody unless I know what's going on. So I just want to start this by saying a few years ago, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, back in 2013 now, I made a video, and I was just screwing around. I was vlogging with Alyssa. We were walking around and we were looking at this it was kind of a work site, I guess you could say. They had abandoned cars there, stuff like that. It was pretty cool to just go and look around. And we went over to this car. It was an old abandoned car, and I said to Alyssa, I was screwing around in the vlog, and I said, oh, imagine if there was a dead body in the trunk of the car, and we should help him. What if he needs help? What if there's a dead body in there that needs help? And it was obviously a joke. You can't be dead and need help, right? So I did clickbait that video. That is something I will admit, but it wasn't misleading. And I put, what is in the trunk of abandoned car? Question mark. So that was the title of my video. And that was genuinely the topic of the video, really. It was just a screw around vlog, and I was like, okay, I wonder, we were trying to open the trunk of this car to see what was in it, and we were talking about the possibilities, well, what if there's $1 million, or what if there's a dead body in there, and that. So for the thumbnail, I put dead body, clickbait. I mean, clickbait, as far as I'm concerned, clickbait is okay. It's actually encouraged by, network managers and stuff like that. My network manager encouraged me to clickbait. The difference is you gotta find the line. You can't mislead and clickbait, and sometimes that's just the case. People mislead and stuff like that. But honestly, this video blew up. It went pretty viral for my channel, especially back then. It only had 10,000 subscribers or something like that. And this got a couple hundred thousand views. It blew up, and I got tons of hate, thousands of people hating on me. They were like, "Dude, this is misleading. This is clickbait. We came here to see the dead body and stuff like that." And it really got me thinking. One of the things I thought was, man, how messed up are these people? So many thousands of people genuinely wanted to see a dead body. But then the other thing I was thinking is, who would actually do that, though? For real, this isn't bestscore.com. This is freaking YouTube. Who is going to post a video of a dead body? Nobody would do that, right? I'm wrong. Logan Paul went and did it. He actually did it. I got a ton of hate for, not having a dead body in my video. I genuinely was thinking, who would actually do that, though? Who would put who would film a vlog and put a dead body in the vlog? If you found a dead body, who would do that? Who's messed up in the head enough to do that? Logan Paul did it. Now, that's another thing I want to talk about, is in his vlog, I didn't see it on his channel. He had already removed the video. So I was fortunate enough to find a re-upload from somebody else, and I really wanted to see the video, not to see anything nasty, but to see where how bad this really was. I knew what happened, but I wanted to judge for myself whether he was right or wrong. So I watched it, and it actually got me angry. Now, a lot of you guys know, if you guys have been around for a while, a lot of you guys know that my father actually committed suicide when I was only 2.5 years old. And he did it in the same way that the guy, the victim in this video did, the Logan Paul vlog. He hung himself. Now, Logan Paul, if you guys don't know what happened, he went to Japan, to Suicide Forest, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know what that is here on my channel, especially because we talk about stuff like that. With it being a haunted place and stuff, it's notorious for people going there and committing suicide. Logan Paul went to Japan. He went to this forest, and he went there, and he claims in the video that he went for nothing more than to, you know, like, look at the haunted aspect of the forest. And they were going to camp there. He, shortly, you know, upon entering the forest, he encounters a dead body. There is a person who's hung himself. If you wanted to, like, go to a haunted forest, I'm pretty sure there's one in America you could go to. Like, there's a lot of, like, we've talked about a lot of them. Now, if you went to Suicide Forest, I'm pretty sure you've got the intention of discovering somebody there, knowing that, you know, it's very common to find people there who've took their own lives. So that tells me that he didn't just go for the haunted aspect. He went hoping to see something nasty, to see somebody dead, so he could make a vlog out of it. Now, to be fair, when I watched the vlog, my first reaction to it was, I thought, why are you filming this? Like, he was acting really goofy. Like, I could see right through him. This is not a real person. This is like his character that he's putting on for YouTube. And he's got the camera rolling. He's like acting really goofy and stuff. And there's an actual human being hanging from their neck on a tree. And he's acting really goofy. He's just being really dumb and disrespectful, in my opinion. Then he approaches the person who's hanging. And it's not very, like, blurred out at all. You can clearly see, like, I mean, you can't see its face. That's about the only thing he blurred out, but you can see the discoloring in the hands and stuff like that. It is very disturbing. What really bothered me is that they're going over there and they're like, are you playing with us? And, like, clearly the dude's dead, right? So that's one thing that annoyed me, is like, oh god, and he's like talking to the camera and he's like freaking out, but it's clearly put on. You wouldn't act like that if you know, found somebody who was dead, right? And I know that from experience. No matter who they are, like, you find somebody who's dead, it's not like, you don't act like that, and you don't start making puns, and you don't start making jokes, and you don't start giggling and laughing with all your friends and making, like, dead person jokes, which is exactly what Logan Paul did while he was standing next to this corpse. And that's where it got me angry, because he did kind of, like, give this speech of, like, suicide's not okay, and he kind of looked pretty serious, and he was like, it's never the answer and stuff like that. But then the jokes start, and he's giggling and laughing with his friends. Even the girl, I don't know who the girl is, but she's like snickering and laughing, and there's a body of a person hanging right there in front of them from a tree. Now, when my father killed himself, I was too young to remember any of it, but my mom and my grandmother and stuff like that, they've still never recovered. 20 odd years later, they've never recovered. It's something that you never get over. Now, back in the summer, if you guys know, me and Alyssa were staying at her house, her dad's house, and you know the story. One morning we got up and her dad was dead in the chair downstairs, and Alyssa found him, got me, and we were trying to wake him up, stuff like that. And when you realize somebody's dead, you don't act like that. Now, this is where I think it's totally messed up, is because I'm pretty sure if any of you guys out there have discovered somebody who's passed away, you don't act like that, like the way he acted in this video. You just don't. He's got no morals, in my opinion. Like, that was wrong, totally wrong and disrespectful. Like, you could see he was doing it for the camera, for the views, for the, you know, being goofy and making jokes and stuff like that. But when you find somebody who's dead, it's a weird feeling, and you can't think about anything else but what's going on. And it knocks you sick. And honestly, when Alyssa's dad passed away and we found him, it's been 5 months. And sometimes I still, like, even when I'm laying in bed at night, I still think of that moment when she came running up the stairs to get me, and, like, going down and seeing him sitting there. And it's something that doesn't, like, it doesn't leave you. It doesn't, and you don't act like that. Now, can you imagine if I was to grab my vlog? Logan Paul's claiming in his video that he filmed it because it's part of his life and he films his life no matter what happens, kind of thing. Now, can you imagine? I was vlogging every day back then. Can you imagine if I went and got my vlog camera and started filming Alyssa's father? Can you imagine that? Like, what would happen? Now, this is where I'm so confused. What was he thinking in his head? I mean, he's a grown man. It's not like he's a young kid. He is a grown adult man. He should have known better. Like, if he didn't feel any kind of, like, sadness when he came, you know, face to face with this, he didn't feel shock or nothing like that, you would at least not film it. Like, you would put the camera away, you'd go and get the authorities and stuff like that, but you would put the camera away, and you would even just tell us what happened later, but you wouldn't go filming the guy, like, right up in his face. I couldn't imagine doing that. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's somebody you know, somebody you love, or it's a complete stranger. You find a body, the last thing you do is film it. You don't, like, that's where it got me really angry, and that he's like, oh, I was just filming because it's part of my, I show you guys this, and then he's like making dead puns and dead jokes and stuff like that. Now, I'm starting to repeat myself, but that's because I'm just getting irritated. I had this whole thing planned out, but can you imagine if me, like, a smaller YouTuber, decided to film Alyssa's father when he was sitting in that chair that morning? Can you imagine the backlash I would get? And the funny thing is, I would know not to do it. Like, it's something that you do not do as a human being. You don't film somebody who has no, like, they've not given you permission to, like, they don't want to be seen like that. So why do you think it's okay to put them on show for like 6 million people or whatever saw your video? This is where it gets me angry. Like, he obviously did it for clickbait, and he was saying, like, I didn't do it for clickbait. But clickbait, guys, means when you put something in the thumbnail. He took a selfie with the freaking person who was hanging, and okay, he blurred it out, but not good enough. Like, you could clearly see he took a selfie with it and then put in the title, "We found a dead body in Japan's suicide forest." Can you imagine if I was to take a selfie with Alyssa's father and put it on YouTube and call it, like, "We found a dead body"? Can you imagine that? Like, that makes my stomach sick just thinking about doing that. Oh, God, I need to breathe. Like, I'm so annoyed, and I was going to get this video done pretty quickly, but it really did bother me. I could clearly see right through this guy. I can see that he was going for, like, the biggest viral video, and he saw that when he found that body. I know in his head he was thinking, bingo, like, this is gonna be in $1 million video kind of thing. Like, it's just so wrong how people can, you know, have no morals anymore. Like, what if it were you hanging from that tree? Your life was so bad that you could not take it anymore. You chose to take your own life, and then some goofy idiot comes from America to come and freaking, like, film you and put you on blast and is standing feet away from you making jokes. It really irritated me. It did, and especially being a depression sufferer myself, and I know there's so many people today, especially, like, Keemstar pointed this out. There's so many people who fake having depression for popularity, and depression's not something I try not to talk about much. And there's people who literally feed on that. Like, they make their living from talking about the depression, and it's not okay. I don't know. People are so, like, they don't see, like, Logan Paul didn't see a corpse. He saw, like, views. He saw the $sign, and that's what bothers me. And little kids are, like, defending him and stuff like that. And now he's made this, like, half-assed apology on Twitter saying, like, don't defend me. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve anything. Dude, you should have known. You're a grown man. What, like, would you like go and dig up a person in a graveyard, film them, and be like, this is what a dead body looks like? That is just, this is without a doubt crossed the line of, like, most messed up thing I've seen on YouTube. And I'm just gonna end it there. I don't know if you guys have a say in this. Like, I don't know if you guys have an opinion, I mean, but I want to hear what your opinions are. Let me know in the comment section down below. And I'm rambling on, but it's just, I'm so irritated now just remembering what I saw. And it's sad, man. This world it's got some crazy people in it. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry about the depressing video. I have some good ideas coming for tomorrow, though. Stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Remember the most important thing, chase your dreams. I love you all.